Spartans! What is your profession?
YouTube, what's going on? So, today's just one of those days where you kind of question whether or not what you're doing is like worth it. I don't know. Today I woke up, I just felt like that because at this current moment of recording, I have like 41 subscribers, barely gaining any followers on Instagram, and my most engaged platform is TikTok with 125 followers and rising. But I can't really expect too much as of right now. I mean, I've been doing this, I think at the end of this month we'll be going on, so in about a couple days we'll be going on 2 months, which really, in the grand scheme of things, when you're trying something, when you're working towards something, is really not that long. I heard this thing from John Jones, and it's what his trainers were telling him. They were telling him, John, because you can. And what that means is when he was feeling, I guess, down, didn't know if he could continue going, didn't know if what he was doing was worth it, his trainers were just saying, John, because you can do it. And I kind of feel the same way. I can objectively look at my life and be super grateful and super blessed to be given this opportunity to pretty much go for whatever it is that I want in life. And I'm super grateful for my family, for my friends, for everyone who's supporting me. And I understand from personal life experiences and seeing it through other people what it's like to be born into a life that you didn't choose, whether that's you were born with a disability, born with like mental illness, born with some sort of illness that alters the course of your life. And I can empathize, and that's why I never judge people by how they look. I only judge people by how they act and how they treat other people. And me personally, I'm a guy who gives everybody my respect, and it's until you disrespect me or somebody that's close to me when you lose my respect. But I never look at somebody and look down upon them because of certain things, because you really never know what their life is like. You can't ever judge somebody for doing something or being a certain way because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You have no idea really what their life is like. And I've always been aware of that throughout my life. And going back onto the because you can, I feel like God has gifted me with a great opportunity to pursue my passion of bodybuilding and going into this realm. And I feel like I owe it not only to myself, to my family, but also to the man upstairs to prove to him that what he's given me was not a mistake, and that I'm truly dedicated and willing to work for the blessings that he's given me, and I hope to receive more. But some days, like I was saying, you just wake up and you just wonder if it's worth it, because the amount of growth that I've been getting on all the channels is kind of minimal so far. And I got to look at it objectively. Like I was saying, it's only been 2 months roughly. Obviously, going into any project, you have to expect that it's going to take 2 to 3 times longer than you were expecting. And you got to be willing to push through those days that point blank just fucking suck. So that's just kind of what I'm going through right now. I don't plan on giving up because that's just not in my nature. I want to continue to pursue this because I believe that there is a possibility to become successful in this realm. And I I just want to reach. I don't have a destination in mind. I don't see myself reaching a certain milestone and then just coasting and being like, okay, that's it. My job here is done. I've done everything that I can. I've always had a mindset of continual growth. And that's kind of why I like lifting and bodybuilding, is because it's a passion and I guess a hobby that elevates all areas of your life. And I'm super into self-improvement. So one thing that I got to do is I got to analyze the data, see which videos performed the best, which ones didn't, cut the ones that didn't out from future content, and then keep pursuing the ones that did do successfully. But the problem is on certain platforms, certain videos perform better. Like I'll post something on YouTube Shorts, and then I'll post something on TikTok and Instagram, and it'll get a lot of views on Shorts, but it won't get the same amount of engagement on TikTok or whatever, and then vice versa. So it's a little bit hit or miss as of right now, but if you guys can empathize or kind of relate to what I'm going through, you're not alone. And who knows, maybe this will be something that I look back on in the future and kind of laugh at. But you just got to remember that if you are pursuing something, anything that's worthwhile, it's going to take some time. And there's going to be a lot of moments where you just feel like, is this even worth it? But I know that in the future, if I continue going, that it will be. And I've learned that through other ventures in my life, and I'm trying to apply the same principle to what I'm doing right now. So for all of you guys out there that kind of feel like that and are in the same boat, I'm with you guys. Just keep pushing, keep grinding, and one day you'll reach that level of success. And it's a journey. It's honestly, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You can't expect to get to the place from one video. I mean, obviously there's that 0.001% that do. However, for the large majority of people out there, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some energy. But just realize that if it was easy, every single person out there would be doing it. And you got to remember, even against the competition of whichever field that you're in, you got to remember everybody's human and everybody feels the exact same way that you do. Like, is it worth it? Should I continue? Will I even reach a point of success? So with that being said, you got to remember, if they feel that way, it's okay if I feel that way. And I guarantee you, any top YouTubers, I guarantee you, even Mr. Beast, probably for a long time, there were points in his life where he just questioned if he should even keep going. And imagine if he stopped. You got to look at it right now, and you got to look at it from where he was. And I'm not saying that I am Mr. Beast, because I respect that guy. That guy's built this huge media empire, and he's been doing it for a long time. So with that being said, keep pushing, guys, keep grinding, and I promise you one day it'll happen for you. But with that being said, you got to put in the work. You can't just wish for it to happen. You got to pursue it and work for it. So keeping that in mind, we're going to get into the gym today. We're going to lift some heavy ass fucking weight. We're going to try and push the weight as heavy as we can today for as many reps as we can, and look at ourselves in the mirror and admire the fucking pump, because that's the best part. But yeah, let's get in there. We're doing chest and maybe a little bit of shoulders today, maybe a little bit of triceps. We'll see how I'm feeling, see how I'm looking in the mirror, look and see what needs improvement. But yeah, that's the goal for today. So catch you guys in there. Yo, if I was in charge of the fucking engineering department at these road for the mics, I wouldn't make it a button that you have to hold. I'd make it just a switch, a flip up, because the amount of times that I fucking click the button and it just doesn't turn on, like I hold it, but it does like a phantom turn on where like you don't hold the button long enough, has been like astronomical. I think like changing that up and having like a little switch, maybe having like a little lock on the side so it doesn't like turn off with like just, I don't know. I think that'd be a massive improvement, because that shit's annoying as fuck thinking you have it turned on but it's not. Alright, let's get this going. Alright, the quality should have switched up a little bit. I totally forgot to put it in fucking 4K 24. Alright, we're going for a PR right here. I think it's 240. I think that's the weight that I got on here. I just gotta give it a second till the song picks up. You know how it is. I always fucking get it. Oh, shit, let's fucking go. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking super happy that I got that. In all honesty, I probably could have put a 5 on the sides there instead of the 2.5, seeing as I got it for 2. But I just didn't know. But I felt no desire to refix those fucking safety pins, because those safety pins are a bitch and a half to fix. So you gotta flip them up, and if you have the pins in where the bar sits, you gotta take those out before you can flip the safety pins up. It's just fucking such a pain in the ass to do. So I'm gonna use this machine. I've never used this one here, so we're gonna hit incline chest, and yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna bump this up, did a quick warm-up set to see where the seat height was at, but yeah, let's see how this feels. I'm gonna switch it up too. I'm gonna do this one as well. See how this feels. I like that. Okay, I kind of like that where I switched it up, did the wide and the close grip there. Let's do that. I bumped it up 10 pounds. If I'm doing 8 sets or 8 reps per set, I don't think I'm going to be going up too high. All right, let's get this last set out of the way here. Shit, I gotta lower that. Fuck. This is slowly becoming one of my favorite upper chest exercises. Hopefully I'm still in frame here. Whew. Okay, let's bump this up to a 40 here. Whew. Whew. Okay, this will be the last upper chest exercise, and we'll move on to the mid chest. I'm probably going to do another set of flies. I don't think I'm going to do, you know what, fuck it, I'll do dumbbells. Ugh. Ugh. Let's start with the 35s here. Oh. Let's do a 45 here. Okay, so I came to the executive decision. We were doing triceps after this. So there'll be less here. Minimal rest here. I'm just gonna go straight into it. $60 here. Okay, we're only going up by 10. Just trying to keep the form pretty good, the reps high, so that's the only reason why we're not going up super heavy today. Okay, we're gonna do this side extension for the triceps, and then I'm gonna superset it with diamond push-ups. You know what? I was super fucking close to buying a Sony camera for this. I'm honestly kind of glad that I didn't, because that would have been 4K Canadian, probably like 3.5 American, maybe a little bit less. But I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because the quality that I'm getting from my phone is actually super good. And when I'm editing, it's so much easier to edit on apps than it is to edit on like a desktop, just because like the apps have already like figured out how to make it convenient for the phones. So if you're thinking of starting like a channel where you're recording yourself with whatever content you decide to do, start with your phone. In all honesty, get like CapCut, get like the generic editing apps, and I'm telling you, it's just way easier that way, or at least that's what I've found. Let's bump this shit up. 40 to a 60. Okay, this will be the last set. Then we'll do a quick pump check and we'll dip. Alright, I'm going to do a quick pump check with all these lights on, and then I'm going to turn down the brightness just a little bit, see if we can get a little bit better of a result. Oh yeah. Alright. Let's take this shit off. Alright, let's turn this brightness down. Alright, that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright, I was just playing around with the lighting a little bit here. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.